Hello folks, this is Alex from the Timelapse Guy, and in this video I'll show you the editing process from this raw timelapse sequence into this edited final shot with Lightroom and LR Timelapse. Have fun! So first of all, I opened LR Timelapse, and as you can see here, I loaded the sequence. I choose the sequence of this volcano I took on Bali in Indonesia, and here in this upper left corner of this window we can see the preview, the original preview with no editing applied. And yeah, this looks really nice, and here you can see the light is not changing in the whole shot. So we don't need that many keyframes. So you can see this is the lighting, so it's not changing that much. So I think I'll only take 2 keyframes, one on the start and one in the end, and save everything. And now we can drag it into Lightroom. Just drag this sign here and put it into Lightroom. And now the import dialog of Lightroom opens. And I can import everything. And as you can see here, these marked photos with those stars are the keyframes from LR Timelapse. And now on the lower right side we have this filter option, and we filter for our LRT4 keyframe, so 01 LRT4 keyframes. And if I choose this, I can only see the keyframes here, the first photo and the last photo. All in all, it's 390 photos. So I will go on to the next step. It's the developing process, so actually the editing process. So first of all, I check if this picture is 16:9, because I need 16:9 for YouTube, and it is not. So now I can choose. So I choose the aspect ratio here, and I think I like this window. So click done. Now it's 16:9, and now I will just go through all this editing stuff here. So first of all, the color temperature. I think I go a little bit cooler, and here a little bit to the purple. On exposure, I think I'll go for this. I can change the exposure later. So add a little bit of contrast here. So if I go down with the highlights, you can see the clouds are clearer now. So I go lower. So shadows a little bit higher, because it's the foreground of the shot. So otherwise it's getting darker, and I like it to be a little bit brighter. So as you can see, I'm just playing with those sliders till I'm reaching the spot I like the most, so there's no real concept behind this. So down with the blacks a little bit. Now I like the look. As you can see here, the next option is clarity, and if you go with the clarity, if you go too high with the clarity, it's not looking good anymore. So you need to be really careful with this slider. And on the opposite, if you go in the opposite direction, it's really blurry, and I don't like this. So I sharpen it just a little bit, and just go for some extra sharpness, some areas, not on the whole shot. So vibrance, a little bit more vibrance, and with the saturation we have to care as well. So if you can see, if I just move it a little bit here, it's really getting colorful, and it's not looking so much. So this is okay, I think, but if you just go like this is not looking realistic in any way. So just be careful with those 3 sliders. So I think I'll go for this. So the green is really bright now, but it was in real life, so that's okay. Now for the highlights. This is basically affecting the sky here, because this is where the light comes from. So I think we're We just check if we can make the clouds a little bit more visible here. This is not the darks, it's the foreground again. Okay, and now there's this hue and saturation, and you can just click on this adjustment button here, and then you can just click on something and then just scroll, and everything will, and the color you just chose will choose in the whole frame. So now we can just choose hue and go, for example, if you just click on this and then click on the green, you can change the color to any color you like. So this is looking like Africa, or maybe like Ecstasy Land or something. But I think I'm really fine with the color it was, but it's really nice for sunrises and sunsets if you can change the hue. So what I'm doing next will be this volcano. As you can see, it's a little bit, it's not too visible, and I'm using the brush now with not with this size, just a little bit smaller, and just paint the volcano here. Like this. Now everything's painted there, and then I will change the clarity on the volcano. As you can see here, if I just go for a maximum now, this is looking cool because the contours of the volcano are getting much more visible. Can saturate everything a little bit, and here, no, not expose. That's, and maybe a little bit more contrast. So let's see, like this. You can sharpen it a little bit. As you can see here, this is not really nicely done here. You can see a big jump in the color here. So yeah, you have to be careful with this. So maybe we have to edit this a little bit more here, just like this. And here as well, and here I just go like this. Okay, so now it's looking like this, and the next thing we'll do is we're going on this slider here, and this gives us control over these new filters here, these new masks, and here we can change the whole scenery in the sky. For example, we can just add a more clarity to see the clouds better, and now it's like this, and we just move it down to the horizon, and as you can see here now, I think what can we do to just use this dehaze slider, and now it's looking really nice here. Maybe we should go above the volcano, so otherwise the volcano is looking weird here. And this is looking cool with this white and then the blue color in the back. Yeah, I think I really like it like this now. There's not that much to do. We can check the before and after right here. As you can see, it looks completely different now. Like this looks like black and white for me now, because I stared on this for so long. And if you're done with this, you can just copy everything. Just it's outside, like copy every thing you just changed, copy it, and then just paste it into the last keyframe. So now this is looking like this. It's a little bit too dark in my opinion, so we just go a little bit for, no, this is the wrong slider, like for expose everything a little bit more like this. Yeah, I think now it's looking fine. If you press G on your keyboard, you can see there's not that big jumps in the exposure. So I really like this. So Control A or Command A to use both. Then click on metadata. You can't see it here, and then save metadata to files. So now everything we change is written onto the files, and we can go back into Lightroom and reload the files. And as you can see, those will jump. No? We did a little bit more of exposure here, so this keyframe jumped higher. And now we can click on auto transition. You can just do this like 3 times. I don't know if it's getting better if you just do it more often, but I think maybe it will do, so I'll do this like this. And then it will just do every transition we need on every photo. Now we can save everything and go back into Lightroom, just clear the filter, full sequence, then again choose every frame, go to metadata and read the metadata. And now every picture is getting edited by Lightroom, as you can see here. If you've done this, you can just click on export and export it with the Timelapse pre-settings. And this is taking quite a while. So now as it's finished, the render video dialog in Timelapse opens again, and here you can just choose your resolution you want to have it. So I take 4K in the output in 16:9, but we made it 16:9 already. The frame rate is on 30 frames. You can choose another frame rate, but I'm good with 30 frames. Speed is 1:1. You can speed it up or speed it down, but I'll do that later in Final Cut. The quality, I'm always using high. You can use very high or ultra high, but actually I never used those because I think the file is big enough with high and the quality is super good. So I'm not using any motion blur because I don't like this view, and I'm not sharpening it afterwards because actually I did everything in Lightroom. So now you can render the video. This will be done in Timelapse. So you can see the rendering progress in this little bar here. This is usually not taking that much time. So if the rendering process finished, you will hear this noise. And now we can see our final shot. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Comments and questions down below. Please show me with a thumbs up or thumbs down if you like this kind of tutorial videos on Timelapse and Lightroom, so I can start a mini-series if you like it, or just leave it as it is if you don't like it. And I hope I see you in the next one.